If you're the type of person who burns sage around the house to ward off evil spirits, could we burn some bridges and keep the actual motherfuckers away from you while we're at it? Hi, this is Coach MK, and this is the Morning Mantra.
Hi, my name is MK Fleming. I'm a run coach based in Denver, Colorado. But this isn't a podcast about running exactly. Don't tell my clients, but we're never really talking about the running. When you know a craptastic event is coming, it helps to have a mantra to keep you centered and focused as you move through it. You don't have to be an athlete to be #coached and loved by Coach MK. And if you are here, then you are #winning at life.
Today's mantra is, take your bullshit stick. Take your bullshit stick. So last night I couldn't sleep, so I did a webinar I needed to watch, but I had no desire to watch for a class that I'm taking. And then I spent like 3 hours playing with a function I've never used before. I was like, whoa, we gotta do this. I get it now. Then I sent a whole bunch of emails to poor Coach Sarah, followed by a text to brace her for her inbox, which would contain a flurry of missives from me that probably seemed to come out of nowhere, because it did. Tied up on calls most of the morning, I wasn't able to touch base with her until the afternoon, and with her being 2 hours ahead, that's like the end of her day. What I hadn't counted on was her response. You see, those missives listing things that we needed to try, I mean, granted, it's also presented in the very coachiest of MK ways. This scared the shit out of Coach Sarah. She's like, but everything is working. We don't need to do any of this. Dr. Sarah Luhrmann Axelrod of Harvard University. Sarah who never gives a wrong answer. Sarah who thinks critically and analytically and has the ultimate framework for problem solving in her beautiful mind that she delivers and utilizes with a personality that absolutely radiates joy. Sarah who I can't wait to work with. Sarah who gets it right so frequently. I've gone from low touch to basically absentee/free range manager because I don't have to worry about her. I don't even have to check in. She gets everything right. And she'd been anxious. She wondered why anything needed to change. She's barely keeping things balanced as it is. On one hand, y'all, I get it. Lord, my brain moves faster than my mouth, which moves way faster than my fingers, which is why I prefer video to typing things. I create and complete a lot of work each day. But it took me a minute to realize that's only part of what's going on here. Beautiful, precious Coach Sarah, in all of her 33 years, has not once been in an environment where trying and failing was encouraged. Her world probably looks a lot like yours. It looks a lot like mine used to. Immediate responses were mandatory. Respond an hour later and an opportunity is gone. The door is closed. That's why I got a BlackBerry in the first place. The competition to get into the school she attended, some of the most competitive in the country, to get one of 3 spots, 3 in Harvard's PhD program, to then compete for even more rare jobs that frankly don't exist anymore. The consequences of failure are too high to bear. At her stage, failures aren't learning opportunities. They're bullshit sticks used to beat down the spirits of candidates you weren't going to hire anyway. Excuses to give it to the other guy. You were neck and neck and, aw, you tripped. Bullshit. How dare you come at our Coach Sarah with the bullshit stick? How dare you deny her the glory of failure, the freedom to try new things? How dare you force a generation of brilliant minds to stay in their lane, to only do what they know well, to be told at the age of 7, this is all you're ever going to be good at. Don't you try anything else. You might fail. Don't waste your time. Forcing those kids to practice interview questions like, what's your biggest failure? Knowing damn well you don't want to hear about actual screw-ups. What you should be asking is, do you know how to pivot? Tell me about your most recent pivot, how much time passed from the minute you implemented an idea that didn't work to the minute you actually shifted gears. By the way, I loved that question when I was a hiring manager. I don't want someone who is 40 years old and has never really made a big mistake publicly. I don't want his first time to be on my watch. I am not a therapist. I'm not a mother. I literally don't have time for that. Those, by the way, those are the guys you don't want on the trading floor. Those are the ones who hide trading losses and do shady shit. Luckily, in 3 short weeks, Sarah will be working full-time in my Fuckup Factory at the ripe old age of 33. Won't take long to break her in and have a more perfect Sarah. Damn right we're a Fuckup Factory. I'm proud of it. We are not a startup. Those guys have investor funding. We are a small business. We have to wear many hats and do many things, which means we have to try to do all kinds of things that we have no idea how to do ourselves, knowing we're going to fail over and over and over. You know what you learn to do if you fail often enough? Not fail. You acquire a broad range of skills. You have an idea of what doesn't work and what bad ideas actually look like because they're familiar and you've probably seen them before. There are no consequences for failing in the Fuckup Factory, only lessons to learn, skills to acquire. We are roughly 575 pivots for Coach MK alone into the month of July, and we're better off for it. So welcome to the Fuckup Factory, Coach Sarah. You're going to learn more than you ever did at Harvard. And you'll be bolder than Ross by Christmas, determined to try every new thing we consider first. You'll be reaching out and competing to fail first to go learn that lesson. And that's when you'll see that the Fuckup Factory is really a candy factory for smart kids. Life is so much sweeter in here. When we've been not failing long enough, we'll look back and realize we've been succeeding, even winning, all along. So, the mantra. If you catch anyone coming at you, trying to use shame as a power play in the workplace or at home, using mistakes of any size against you, hear my voice in the back of your head. Take your bullshit stick and shove it. Do not concede. Do not apologize. Do not back down. Don't tell them what you'll do better or differently next time. Don't prove the lesson to them. Give them nothing. Nothing. Then take some time and ask yourself, why in the world? Beautiful, successful, brilliant you who I love to coach because you are so coachable, you are so easy to love. Why in the world are you in a place where you would be subject to a bullshit stick? Let's burn some sage, then burn some bridges.
You are coached, you are loved, and you are winning at life. And you are definitely winning at life if you subscribe to my Nuzzlement newsletter, follow me on Facebook, or follow me on Instagram. Feel free to do all 3.
Don't forget, if you need a mantra, you can always ask for one at info@coachedandloved.com. Again, that's email info, INFO, @coachedandloved.com.